everyone. How you doing? Are we having fun tonight? It is Friday. We made it through another week. Woohoo! Okay, let's see. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm going to try to plug you in so that I don't lose battery during our live, but then also keep this out of the way. I'm telling you. Hey Elliot, hey Carol, so good to see you. Sorry for all the movement. My camera needs to be plugged in, or my phone, so it doesn't go crazy and die on me. But then if I touch the cord, we've got camera movement. Peppers! I'm so excited to see you. Hey Jill, good to see you. Glad you can make it. Oh my gosh, sorry. My dog is trying to get in a 2-inch space behind me. What? Yes, you have a tennis ball back here. What in the world? There. She has like 9 tennis balls in the house, and the one she can't get to is behind my desk. So, I think we're ready. I think we're tucked in. We will see. Let me see if I can get my light on, so maybe we can see a little bit better. And can you guys guess what we're working on? Think of me. Okay, so Saphira's mama, so good to see you. Elliot, welcome. Carol, welcome. Peppers, so glad you can make it. Jill's here tonight. Eskies, you're alive. I'm so glad. Hey, Island Girl. So good to see you. Kaya, welcome. Think of me and send me chocolates. Exactly. I am going to be using my wax macaroon. Hey, Debbie. Cats Gallery. Sandy Stark, good evening. Oh, you're confused, Kaya? Hey, Linda, sweetie. Hey, Vaughn. Kaya, I normally go live from 9 to 10 on Fridays. And then Mrs. Coffee goes live from Eastern time. Goes live then from 10 to 1 a.m. Eastern time. And I'm in Eastern. So, I really can't hear well. And so I wasn't able to go live tonight because my daughter has a tournament this weekend and I wanted to spend some time with her and the family. But when Mrs. Coffee said she couldn't go live and I had my daughter already tucked in for the night, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go live for a little bit starting around 10 o'clock. So that's what's happening. Does that help, Kaya, or were you confused about something else? All right, I'm going to go with some ends. Some ends. Chocolate. Chocolate. Oh, goodness. I am hopefully part of a vaccine trial, and I got paid money yesterday, so I bought... Nice. Oh, seriously, that's awesome. Oh, goodness. My daughter had school start this week, but they only were going Monday through Thursday, so she had today off, and my husband has Fridays off. So today they took our dog to the vet for her last bit of shots, and then I took my lunch break and took my daughter to her physical for the year. And then after I dropped her back off at home and went back to work, my husband and daughter went to the store for, air quotes, grocery shopping, only to find out that it was junk food shopping, which is great.
No,
that's fine.
No.
So we have watermelon and chicken and some good stuff, but then we also...
Onion.
Oh, he says and onion, but you guys know me and onions, right?
And I got Nutri-Valley bars.
So now he's listing off everything in the background that was healthy. But we also have Oreos and ice cream sandwiches and some other stuff, I'm sure. So if there's any chocolate, I'll throw it your way, Island Girl. Hey, Athena, glad you could make it. Ooh, is that a good thing, Yvonne, or no? Yvonne's husband traded her truck in for a 2019 Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek Edition. Hey, Cindy's Traveling Crafts, how you feeling? No, Peppers, he did not know that we needed potatoes, and we actually do need potatoes. So everybody is safe tonight. There will be no potato throwing because I have no potatoes in my house right now. They are all used up. So everyone is safe. Oh, good, Iman. Hey, Shannon D. Yes, Amira's mom. And then Brian went and found every chocolate emoji and potato he could find. Hey, Marissa. Oh, why are you trying to give away your 4-month-old kitten? Oh, you're not giving it away. Your parents have it, and you're trying to find a home for it. Sorry, Jill. I don't have my glasses on because I need new frames. They're uncomfortable. They fall down my face all the time. And I don't do contacts, and it's my own fault. I haven't made time to go to the store or the eye doctor. But... oh, I'm glad too, Marissa. Oh, for 3 weeks. Peppers. He didn't buy potatoes because he knows it's the weapon of the house. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Uh-huh.
Yeah, weapons that'll kill.
Yeah. So, crazy. So, I am working on Diamond Art Club Think of Me. I was working on Victoria's Moon. However, I wasn't quite happy with the way it was charting up. And so I just found myself after 2 nights of not wanting to work on it, saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to put this on hold and I'm going to work on something that I love. And so this is Diamond Art Club Think of Me. It is square. It has 44 colors and it has 3 ABs. So you are witnessing the first couple drills. Boots says, it's their kit and I'm tired of house sitting. I'm ready to just have boots. Yes, exactly. Hi, Robins. So good to see you. Oh, Cindy, but thank you for stopping in. I could make you feel woozy like you're on meds. You know, I could shake the phone around. I could, you know, talk in a very slow voice. So you think you're loopy, but you're not. That help you feel better? Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta find a trash tray. Trash tray. I like using these. Oh, I just dumped all the trash out. That was smart. I like using these round trays for trash. Oh, good, Askies. Thank you. Hey, Crafting with Beautiful Chaos. So good to see you. Hey, Cassie. Cindy B, are you working and lurking again tonight? I always feel like if you are, I have to be on my best behavior because I know you're there. Oh my goodness. I got some stories tonight, people. Is that your secret weapon? Oh no, Marissa. Ugh. Are you like going to be diamond painting like crazy now that you're home? Like, what would be the first diamond painting you want to work on from your stash? When my husband was in the hospital, I actually brought diamond painting into the hospital and sat there with him and diamond painted. I'm sure he rolled his eyes several times, but I told the nurses about it and had a lot of fun.
I slept.
He slept most of the time, so that kept me occupied. It also helped me get through the 24/7 of HGTV that was going on in the background. That is his TV of choice, and I don't blame him. There are some really good shows, but I can only personally watch so many, just like he can only watch so many Golden Girls. So I do not fault him at all. Oh, you're working on your Victoria's Moon? How you liking it? Cindy, go grab a diamond painting right now. Hey Sandra, glad you could stop in. Oh yeah, Brian, exactly. Now Brian, do you like to go by Brian or Elliot? I hear you in a couple different chats differently, so I just want to make sure I get it right, and then I'll stick with it. I want to honor the code. So today my baby girl got, well, she's not a baby, she's 11, going on 30. She got her a round of shots. So funny. She was so nervous about it. She's like, I don't mind getting my blood taken, but shots suck. So she ended up having to get 2 shots. And the nurse was like, okay, your arm is going to feel sore for a couple days. Don't baby it though. And she's like, I have to go to a soccer tournament this weekend. And she's like, you'll be fine. In fact, it'll probably help because you'll have movement. And then tonight I'm tucking her into bed and she's like, Mom, why doesn't my arm hurt anymore? Like, you want your arm to hurt? I said, I think the nurse just really scared you so that when it stopped hurting, you were surprised. And she's like, oh, okay. I don't know if that's true, but I made it up. Marissa, I have 5 of them to get done in 4 months. Oh my gosh. So they have to be first. Island Girl, HGTV is addictive. Marissa, I would have taken mine, but they weren't allowed. Yeah, I get it, Marissa. Robbins, actually it's good. It's square and the drills are not popping. Wonderful. Cindy B, coloring's fine. You can color away. Oh, good, Elliot. I'll call you Elliot then. Golden Girls, amazing. All right, Eskies. Take care, girl. I gotcha. Oh my gosh. I love my daughter when she was younger called them Golden Grandmas because she couldn't remember the name, but she knew they were grandmas. So we always watched Golden Grandmas together. So, and then she watches Golden Girls with my mom, and she watches MASH and Andy Griffith with my dad. And Andy Griffith saved my life because she is into wanting to be a law officer, a cop. And I let her watch one show with me because I had seen it before and knew that it was appropriate, but the series is not appropriate. And so then she's like, oh, now she wants to watch it all the time because it had cops in it. And I'm like, no, honey, you're too young. This was back when she was like 5. Like, you're too young. And she just would cry. I want to see a show with cops in it. So I was like, oh, Andy Griffith show with Barney and Andy Griffith. And so, yeah, now we watch that all the time as well. I introduced her to I Love Lucy. I introduced her to Leave It to Beaver, but then they took that off of Hulu or Netflix, whichever one it was on. So it's, I don't know, it's hard to find shows that are wholesome. I try to be really careful what we watch. Yeah, I hear you, Saphira. Yeah, Saphira, MASH is awesome. Oh, you're doing beaded cross stitch crafting with beautiful chaos. Hey, Gina, welcome. Oh, they are. I was joking. My sister-in-law went to Chicago. She actually got a Jeopardy audition. And she's so funny. And so she had posted on Facebook how nervous she was. And I told her to not be like Dorothy in one of the episodes where Dorothy goes for Jeopardy and she's so full of herself they turn her down. Because even though she got all the questions right, her attitude wasn't right. So I'm like, just be calm and, you know, and she's like, oh, and sincere. I said, calm and sincere. And she's like, I can't be calm and sincere at the same time. Oh. Oh my goodness, Marissa. What did you sign yourself up for? Right, Shannon D, you can't beat the classics. Hey, Elizabeth. Oh, I'm so glad for you. I prefer squares, but ever since I got my mesh ruler, rounds I love as well because I can get them just as straight, and this kind of gives a clicking sound. So right now I'm kind of both. I don't know, Island Girl. Oh, good, Marissa. Way to start out a little small. Get yourself warmed up. Hey, Carla. Hey, Everything Diamond Painting with Crashly. Oh, I'm sure he'll love that, Crafting with Beautiful Chaos. I saw that Saphira's Mama. It's the one that looks like little squares and you have to like, when you take it off, fill it back in, right? I just thought, like, if I do that, I'm going to have to pull all the colors back out. So I don't know. We'll see if I get it or not. Maybe you test it out and tell me, is it any good? You plan to get both? Good idea. Let me know how it works. Hey, Lizzie. Welcome. You don't know what to do with it? Hey, Boots, I have a whole video. It's called Mesh Ruler. It's the tips and tricks. If you want to watch it, it'll show you how to use it. It'll work really well for you. I think you'll like it. Lindsay, welcome. Creative Grammy, so glad you could be here. You got your Siamese teas today? Oh, why do you have to wait? Oh, you're so... The self-control. The struggle is real. Yeah, I didn't know which one to pick. I wasn't even going to do this one. I was going to finish my Victoria's Moon, and then I was going to post a poll for you guys to pick. But then I was like, never mind. I'm doing it. Hey, Randy. Glad you could make it. I just did a video showing where I bought my round one again. I have to post it after this live. And I wonder if they have the square one. Because I really like how they sent them. They sent them with, it's like this MDF card. It's not even cardboard. It's like wood. And they were between, so they didn't bend at all. I really liked it. And then they were in plastic. So the ruler was in plastic, this was wrapped around it, and then this was in plastic, and then it was in a bag. Yeah, I agree, Jill. So, this week, what stories do I have to share? Today, I was about to pull my hair out. Oh my goodness. I have the sweetest married couple. And I was seeing them for a little while, but I wasn't getting anywhere. And they kept not wanting to. It was so funny. So let me back it up. They're from the Congo, and they came here and they were struggling with some things, and so they were in therapy with me. However, the husband kept saying, I'm fine, everything's fine. I was meeting with them separately. The wife would say, go talk to my husband because he takes care of everything. And so I had to really do some psychoeducation on, well, your husband really can't tell me how you're feeling. You know, that's personal. And he's welcome if you need him to come in to help you feel. Yes, Robbins, I did. The struggle was it's not charted like I think it should be. So I'm still trying to think about if I'm going to complete it or not. The drills are fine. The canvas is fine. Everything turned out well, but the image, I can't tell if it's the image itself or if it's how it was charted. And so I just needed to do something that I knew that I would enjoy right now with the stress in my life. So we ended up taking a break from this couple because the husband was just not getting anywhere. He was saying everything was fine. The wife, who's the one that scored positive for depression, she wasn't opening up because she was like, my husband knows everything. He's the one that takes care of me. Kind of that dependency. And like she doesn't even know how to use a phone. She won't ride the bus without him because it's more of a stubborn, like, I can't learn even though she can. And so we took a break. Well, he ended up calling and saying, why hasn't Jennifer scheduled with us? We want to come back. So I saw the husband 2 days ago. He and I had a really good session. Found out from him that his wife is living Sunday through Friday morning with their daughter, who is in country now because she had given birth. The daughter had, and needed to go back to work to pay the bills. So his wife was watching the grandkids, and he was really suffering with being lonely, with not having his wife and just sitting and staring at the wall. So we were working on that. All right. Oh, chipboard. Thanks, Elliot. I appreciate that. I think Saphira's Mama, I'll post the video. And the link. It's like HYM store or something like that. I've got to look it up. It is an AliExpress store. It came within like 2 weeks. Hey, Caitlin. Aussie girl. Why are the DAC ones so expensive? Well, number one, I think where you live, it's really hard to get shipping there. Number two, the quality that they use. Number three, they give so much back with their percentages off. If you buy 1 or 2 canvases, you automatically are in a different bracket, and so you can get coupons, things like that. And they take very good care of their employees and have wonderful customer service. And just all of that, I'm sure, takes money. Hey, Alexis, good to see you. I'm so sorry, Robbins. I struggle with it, too. Yeah. Hey, Crafting with Christy. Glad you could make it. Elizabeth says, which store you won't ever place an order again? Elizabeth, you need to check out some of our videos, and also you should join some of the groups that we have. If you guys would like to post in here which groups are your favorite, I'm part of Diamond Painting Underground, and we have like what stores to avoid, what not to avoid, and I know some of the other ones do as well. Feel free to post in your favorite Facebook group so that Elizabeth can join and start to get some of these questions answered. So anyway, the story is that he went home. He was fine. I mean, we worked on some stuff, yada, yada, yada. So she comes in today, and I kind of have a feel what they're going through because of him, but I'm not going to say anything. She has to tell me. So she opens up about how she's living with her daughter and how she's worried about her husband because he doesn't know how to cook. He always burns the rice. If he doesn't get something right and burns it, he'll go to sleep without eating. All this kind of stuff. No, I don't, Robbins. I don't know a lot about drugs for helping with depression. I'm on one myself for anxiety and depression, but that's not the one it is. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we start to talk about that, and she goes, well, everything would be better if we just all lived in the same house so I could just watch the grandkids, she could go to work, and my husband and I could be together. Well, that's going to be impossible right now. With their finances, with the housing in our current city, there's just no way. So we went on, and then again, her answer was, well, if we could just live in a big house. And I'm like, okay. So then we processed, that's not a reality right now, that it's a great goal, that's something to work towards. You know, let's put that down as one of your goals. However, that doesn't help us with the present when I send you, you know, you leave my office. So is there something we could come up with for this week that would help? And she's like, oh, okay, you know, and so we're talking. And I was like, and you know, you mentioned you're worried about your husband. You know, what? Let's talk about that. And she's like, I'm not worried about my husband. And I was like, you just told me you were worried that he didn't have food. And, oh, well, he'll take care of himself. He's fine. He's a grown man. And I'm like, you just told me you were worried. And she's like, well, I am worried because he always burns the rice. And so he has nothing. It was just like these circles going round and round. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And my interpreter was younger. She's a newer interpreter. And so she was trying not to roll her eyes. And I just wanted to tell the interpreter, suck it up. Like, we have 50 minutes of this. We're just going to have to say the same thing over and over again in different ways. And so it was just 50 minutes of, she's the sweetest person in the world. But I can't tell if it's a cultural thing or a cognitive thing with her. And normally I can tell. And assessments when you don't speak English and you're illiterate, certain assessments do not work for cognizant assessing. So I just kind of have to guess. So her homework is to go home and learn how to use her phone. And I'll look at chat in just a minute, guys. So she's like, okay. And then she looks at me and she's like, well, can my grandkids, because she wants help setting up a doctor's appointment. And I said, all right, I will get your case manager to give you a call, but every time we call you, you never pick up your phone, and your husband is not living with you right now, and we don't call on the weekends when you are with your husband. So I really need you to try to work on learning how to answer your phone. She's like, well, can the grandkids answer it for me? And I'm like, well, I said her name. How is that going to help you if your grandkids aren't around? How is that going to help you if you need to call emergency or the doctor or if something happens to the grandkids? I said, this might be a good goal for us to work on to get you towards self-sufficiency. Oh, okay. Well, my husband's the one that answers the phone. Can I just hand it to him? And I was like, why don't you want to learn how to answer the phone? Dang it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was my story for today, where I was just like, I had one of those moments as a therapist that I just probably was not the best therapist. I mean, I had empathy, I had compassion, but every tool I was trying to use was not working, and I had just reached the bottom of my toolbox, and I was just like, wanted to throw my hands up, and we still had 15 more minutes. So, yeah, it was just one of those days. Oh my goodness. So Saphira's mama says, Aussie girl, I can empathize. I live in NSW and it's hard for me, but there is some really good AliExpress stores. Yeah, you're right, Saphira. Oh, Peppers. Oh my goodness. So the only one there. Oh, yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, Robbins. A lot of these psychiatric drugs can be addictive. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with the fact that it's affecting the chemicals in our brain versus just like, you know, constantly. And so it becomes addicting. Just catching up on chat. Sounds like their culture. Yeah, Island Girl. Press screen. I know that hurts. Oh, Boots, sleep well. I hope you get some good rest tonight. I know, Shannon D. And today, I don't know. I just had reached my limit. I was okay, but I think it's when I feel like I can't help. I think I was experiencing my own sense of helplessness in helping her. And I could tell, like, she was fine, but she wasn't fine, you know. And it was just hard. It was like, then why are you even here? And most of it is she just has this expectation of everything will be better if. And I know that's not going to work because she said everything would be better if my daughter were in the United States. And now she's in the United States with all her kids and has a job and has a place to live, but she lives like, you know, 2 bus rides away. And now the mom's like, well, if we all lived in a big house. And I just don't know what road to take to help her with acceptance and with, you know, okay, how do we deal with reality? How do we find acceptance? How do we understand our own sadness right now? Because if we're always looking to the future, we're going to forget what's happening now. Yeah, exactly, Island Girl. And that's what I try to do. I know what village they come from. Their case managers from the same area. She helps fill me in a lot. Many of the things I do are very culturally connected with them. And the interpreter also is usually really good about helping. So it just, yeah. I think it was just this, I know she's very dependent on her husband. I totally get that. However, she's frustrated because she's not with her husband who is there to help her. So we were talking through that and processing that, okay, your husband is not in the house with you 24/7, and that sucks, right? And then, so how can we work through those feelings and those thoughts? And then just for her to come back and be like, no, it doesn't suck. And I'm like, okay, but you just told me it did. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't. If we only lived in a house all together, it wouldn't suck. And I was like, okay, so by you telling me that if you live in a house all together, it wouldn't suck, that means it sucks right now. And no, it doesn't. We're fine. Like, okay, never mind. Never mind. Because the first thing is I need her to figure out what her goal is. Like, what goal? If she has no goal and she's fine, then great. Then she doesn't need to come to therapy. But there's a reason she keeps coming, but yet she keeps contradicting herself. So Anyway, I was just kind of venting because I can't vent to a client, and I don't really vent in the office because I never know who's going to hear, and I just want to keep a positive atmosphere, and I want to learn and grow. And after every hard session, I do go and process it and try to figure out what I could do better next time, or how I can learn about the culture a little different and move forward with it. But I was just cracking up when she was like, I don't want, she really did not want to learn how to use this phone. Oh my goodness. But it's her life right now because she doesn't live with him. So she has nobody to answer the phone, and she's with 4 kids under the age of 5. And she's, you know, sharing with the case manager and with me that she feels helpless if something bad happens. And so we're, you know, the case manager is trying to help her with tools, and I'm trying to help her with tools. So, and then, you know, the acceptance of, yeah, this is not what life used to be. Yeah, Island Girl, I'm working with her not even for therapy. I mean, it's therapy, but I'm just trying to... She comes, and I'm just trying to help her enjoy being with her daughter. And that's what she wants in the end. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, technology is an issue, but she has one of the less technical phones, so hopefully we can help empower her to not feel so helpless. And she's doing great. I mean, she thinks she doesn't know how to ride the bus, but she is able to. She tells us, you know, but she's getting there. You know, beforehand she wouldn't get into the taxi when we would send a special medical transportation, and today she got in it and she came and she got home okay. So, I mean, there's lots of progress in these areas. It's just going to take us time. And normally, I think the reason I was pushed beyond my limit is I was trying to control the interpreter and myself. Because the interpreter was young, I did not want the interpreter disrespecting my client in any way, and trying to encourage the interpreter without the client knowing it to be respectful. I think it just hit all my buttons on the right day. So, but that's okay. I ended up being able to take a lunch and take my daughter to get her physical, and all is well. Thank you, Saphira's mama. I will definitely keep that in mind. And Island Girl, thank you for your perspective. It's so nice to hear a different perspective, because that's something that I struggle with too, and that's why I love my colleagues, because we have such an international coworker atmosphere that I'm able to go to them and say, like, seriously, how did I screw up culturally? Or how can I help somebody differently? And so it's just, hey, Kathy. Hey, Therese. No problem, Christy. Just glad you're here. What are you working on again? So it's so nice to be able to bounce ideas off and have that compassion of, you know, being able to be humble, being able to say, you know, I don't know. I did not go through this. Now, I have gone through some of the feelings, definitely. I think that's what helps counselors do what they do best, is a lot of times we've been through the emotions or the thoughts. It's just different than what others have experienced in different ways. Dressed up. Awesome, Christy. Hey, I was just watching you, Rebecca. you opening up some of your goodies and seeing you jump on the bandwagon. Thanks, Athena. You're the best. I'm so sorry, Island Girl. But thank you so much for being so caring and so loving, and for allowing me to have a place to bounce ideas off of and tell my funny, screwed up therapy stories about me learning. So Rebecca, I read that in like a dyslexic form, and I thought it said, "I think I love me." Ooh, Elliot, I'll have to check that out. Well, Rebecca, I thought you were buying DACs. I didn't think you were on a no-buy. What saved me is I did not jump on the bandwagon. I was so close to doing it. But then I was like, you know what? If I buy coloring things, I won't be able to buy diamond kits. And right now, I'm not that into coloring because I don't want to have to pick colors. Although I am thinking I found a grayscale I really liked, but it's out of print. Because I have a lot of really good color pencils. So I thought, well, I could do that and not have to buy color pencils. What do you mean not that one, Rebecca? I just did. Rebecca just hid her loot from DAC because the kids are coming over. Hey, I want to know, Rebecca, how's that ice cream doing? Oh, how's the ice cream doing? This was a wonderful birthday gift. When this came out, it was the weekend of my birthday, and somebody knew I was on my no-buy and blessed me with it. So, you polished. I thought you said that those two things were going to take you a month. I laughed when you said that because I'm like, that would last us a week here in our household. But I go through phases of liking ice cream or not. I mean, I always like ice cream, but I meant like craving it or
which type you're craving.
Yeah. So sometimes I like peanut butter. Sometimes I like mint. Sometimes I like cookies and cream. Sometimes I like cookie dough. Just depends. Ooh. You lie. Oh. Well, Brian, this one, or I'm sorry, Elliot, the one I was looking at, Cindy B. Your youngest daughter told her sister to check out Cindy B's closet and tell them she's spending their inheritance. I always joke that I should insure mine with how much that we've spent. Can you imagine the insurance company? Excuse me, I need to insure canvases with plastic. Where is it going? I'm sorry. I'm so distracted tonight. In a good way. Oh, the grayscale coloring. I found one that was types of nature scenes, but it was different than all the other ones. And different landscapes. I really liked it. but it's out of print on Amazon. So I'm gonna try and see if maybe like a Barnes and Noble has it. Like I didn't Google the title, so I'm just gonna see if somebody else has it. Squirrel, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know, Robbins. At least another 30 minutes. Depends on how long my, depends on how long my, voice and my tiredness and everything holds up. I'm just winging it tonight, so we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to leave that out because I want to do some of this so I don't stick to it. And I have my Harbor Freight containers. And then I took the stickers they sent and cut them and put them here. I made the mistake the first time and kitted and put them right here, and then when I folded it over, it covered the symbol. And then so I put them over on the side, and then when I folded it over, it covered the DMC number. So now I've kind of figured out where to place it so you can see everything. So, let's see here. I thought they were coming over to see me, but there was a football game they wanted to watch on ESPN, and they don't have ESPN. Oh. So they're using you for your ESPN. Oh, Brian, give me a second. I'll look it up, because I put it in my... My husband just whispered Elliot, because I keep calling you Brian, because it's the first thing, so I'm so sorry. Okay, account and list. My husband respects you, Elliot. He's trying to make sure. Okay. It is called let me just cut and paste this. That's what it's called. So it says it can be bought by a third party, but when I was looking for it, they were like, somebody was selling it for $100. Like, seriously, sometimes I think people are crazy.
Sometimes.
So I'm like, are you just trying to see if someone's stupid and actually pays that much money for it? Why is it even listed at that cost? Cracks me up. It's not like it's a collectible. Yeah, exactly. Unless it's already been colored in by like Monet or Picasso. Oh my goodness. It better have gold sheets in there to trace on. Oh my goodness. Exactly. So what have you guys have planned for the weekend? We have 2 days of soccer. So I'm very glad that there's no thunderstorms in the forecast. I'm hoping to get a nice little tan, but I need to make sure I put sunscreen on because I always forget and then sit out in the sun for too many hours at a tournament and end up burnt. I have several, but there's nobody right now in chat that's a mod. So we will see. If it becomes an issue, one of you will randomly be selected to have the troll. The power of the troll police. Robbins. Diamond painting and church this weekend. A cardio stress test. he's coming home for the summer. Oh, Teddy is coming home finally for the summer. Aww. Going to a birthday party. Yes, Rebecca, the troll is haunting you. I have no name. It rained today. Wish it would have rained yesterday at my foot. Aww. How are you doing, Crafty with Christy? How's your sister doing? It's so hard to see our loved ones going through things. My sister's going through a lot right now. She was supposed to call me tonight and hasn't. So if the phone rings while we're live, I'll have to de-live, go on live and answer it. Ooh, yes, Therese. I love it. Good idea. Ooh, making a polymer clay pen. Ooh, let's name him. What are we going to name him? Let's name the no-name troll. I feel like Prince, whereas like, you know, what was it? The artist formerly known as Prince. The Phantom Troll. Bunny Foo-Foo. That's a song, isn't it? Bunny Foo-Foo hopping through the forest, scooping up field mice and bopping them on the head. Oh, I'm so sorry, Christy. Can I ask, was it like a surprise, or I know it doesn't make it any easier. Has he been ill for a while? Morton. Oh, goodness. The troll wannabe. Oh. Vortimore. Oh, Saphira's mama. Way to continue to be there for her. Is she kind of feeling a little bit more like herself? That is so hard. Ha! There we go. The troll who shall not be named. I like that one. What do you guys think? The troll that should not be named. Oh, my wax keeps doing. I've had this wax for quite a while. Oh, I'm so sorry, Christy. My coworker is back in Africa. Her father passed away Monday. And my sister's mother-in-law, so my brother-in-law's mother, is dying of pancreatic cancer right now and has kind of given up on life. And then the grandmother was in a car accident and passed away. Just a lot of hardship going on. Oh, thanks, Robbins. Diamond Painting with Anxiety, so good to see you. Welcome. So what has been your favorite thing that you accomplished this week or that you're proud of this week? Or something you really enjoyed? Like, what was the favorite part of your week? Oh, so good, Saphira's mama. Her friend is getting better. She's been diamond painting. She's living at her second dwelling of her parents' property. Ooh, Rebecca, you went to work all 5 days. Lizzie had her birthday. Woohoo! What'd you do on your birthday, Lizzie? Oh, Therese has a new puppy. So exciting. Well, my daughter started 6th grade. It was a proud but sad mama moment. I now have a middle schooler. I survived my week. We had an ice cream social at work to celebrate the employees, and I ended up winning a $20 gift card to an awesome restaurant. So that was cool. And I got a stress ball. Michelle, you haven't... Oh, see, I'm so proud, Michelle. Crafting with Christy finished her Floral Delight. Creative Granny didn't murder someone that desperately needed it. Well, Grammy, I'm glad we didn't have to get you out of jail. Michelle, I know that's been a struggle. I'm so proud of you. Rebecca, it's an accomplishment that you went to work all 5 days. Robin's managed to get most of her pre-surgical stuff done. Ooh. You finally announced in your business. What business are you doing, Saphira's mama? Lizzie went out to dinner for her birthday. Alexis had her last day of work. Nice money for ice cream. Oh my gosh, Kathy. Way to go. That is huge. Kathy finished her Guardian Angel pick. It's a 60 by 90 and took her 5 weeks. Woo! Alexa is retiring. Diamond Painting with Anxiety got asked out on a date. I love these. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the artist in me. Oh, kudos. You get a clap. She finished her 2nd week of homeschooling 5 kids. Kindergarten, 2nd grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade, and she has an 18-month-old. Oh my goodness. Pippa!
I'm tired just hearing that.
Welcome. Lizzie, someone... Do you have a crush? Someone has a crush on you, Lizzie? Mysterious giver. There's a cupcake place down the street from my work. And so when I go to drop my daughter off, I was so tempted to stop there. Daughter off at soccer practice. I was so tempted to stop there. And every time I'm tempted, I look in the window and they say sold out. Like, oh, I must not need a cupcake today. So my waistline is thanking me that they're sold out. But then I just ate 3 pieces of pizza tonight, so.
Only 3. Luckily, I ate more.
Ooh, Sue, you finished on Golden Shores. Awesome. How was the confetti on that? There's a lot of Aussies in here, Pippa. Do it for them. Aw, you're so sweet. Saphira, that's a great idea. Kathleen said that she didn't kill anyone. She babysat her step-grandson. He's a handful. In 2 days, she wanted to sit and cry after he left because she knew the next day. Oh, no, Kathleen. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, are you done now? Do you get to relax this weekend? Oh. Right, Alexis? More props. Oh, confetti was rough. Well, I look forward to seeing that, Saphira, and seeing how it grows. Well, Pippa, I'm glad you could enjoy us. Don't forget to go and say happy birthday to Mrs. Coffee, anybody who's in here. The 23rd today is her birthday. So I normally go at 9, from 9 to 10, and then with respect, let her go. Well, I shouldn't say let. I just kind of only usually do an hour, and then my voice goes. So it works out really well. But because I had family plans, I wasn't going to go live because I'd have to go later, and I didn't want to disrupt anything. Then when she said that she needed to cancel, I thought I'd hop on for a little bit. Just to chill and get some diamond painting done. I'm using a 4-placer right now. Love my 4-placer. I have really missed working on poured glue. I was working on double-sided glue or tape. Oh. You want more confetti? How do you deal with confetti, Saphira's mama? I like a mix of confetti and color blocking so that I feel like I'm getting something accomplished, but then I also have the flavor of different colors. So I think that Cottage by the Sea is going to be nice. I noticed some small areas of color blocking and also some confetti. So I think I'm going to enjoy that one. How do you like it, Kathy? Oh, I'm sorry, Rebecca. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to make it, but it worked out in the end. Ooh, Mulan. I can't wait to start that one. Oh my, 60 colors, Kathy. Whew. Holy cow. The most colors I have are 50. And that's intense. So, this is coming along quite well. I've only done 3 colors so far, but it's lovely. Oh, good, Kathy. I like the thin version because then they don't fall in. They just sit right on top. But then, let me see if I can get it to focus. There's a delay, so you might have to wait until I can see the camera. But there's like some little waves in there now. Let's see if I give up. I don't want you guys having to stare at a blurry screen. So I have my family coming into town on Labor Day weekend, so our house is going to be quite full, and so that'll be fun. And we have, let me think, we have another soccer tournament a little later in September. I will be in Massachusetts the weekend after Labor Day. So it just depends on how everything works out. But yeah, so we got a lot planned for this fall. And then we'll be in Nashville for sometime in October for a conference. My husband's joining me. And then my daughter's birthday is towards the end of October. So we got to figure that out. A lot going on. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm now the generation where I start seeing all these great people passing away. You know, like the singers, you know, like Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson and Prince, and you've got different artists that I've grown up with, different actors, you know. It's just, it's like, am I getting old? It used to be I wouldn't recognize the people when they would play those Oscar tributes. And now it's like I recognize every single one of them. Oh, my goodness. So are there any movies you guys are excited that are coming out? I haven't really been paying attention on what movies are coming out. I haven't seen Toy Story 4. My daughter has, so I'm looking forward when that comes out, like to Redbox or something. We were trying to see it at a drive-in theater, but our schedules just didn't make it happen. Overcomer? Yeah, Kathy. I know, but there's even some that aren't passing away prematurely, and now I know who they are. So, ooh, Frozen 2's coming out. Bill and Ted's coming out, Amy? I remember when they came out. I gotta remember which symbol I'm doing. I almost put it on the wrong symbol. Oh, I want to, Kathy, I get into that sometimes. Live PD. Which, don't they do it some different cities? Which city are you watching? Yep, Kiana. Mm-hmm. Rebecca. Oh, goodness, goodness. I feel like we're in this remake cycle. And although it's kind of fun, I do miss having some new storylines and content. I know history repeats itself every so often, but it'd be nice to get some new content. And not like stuff that's trash, you know. I think so many movies are just kind of, I don't know, not written quite well, or the storyline isn't great. Really, Amy? Ooh. I'm all over that. I was really disappointed how it ended up. Like, I loved the fact that it was a trilogy. I love the Matrix. The first one I thought was the best. But I just feel like they didn't quite finish it. And not necessarily in a good way, like keeping it open for potential of a fourth video, but just, I don't know. Ooh, I'll have to check into that, the artist. Okay, let's see here. I got a lot of 3 segments over here. So we'll get these taken care of. So I plan on introducing my daughter to Phantom of the Opera. So I'm super excited. It was one of her teacher's favorite musicals, and so she's so excited about seeing it, and she's been asking me for almost a year. And so I'm like, okay, now I think, it's not that I think it was inappropriate for her, I just didn't want all the why. Like, I wanted her to have a little bit more maturity so that she could kind of comprehend it herself and me not have to explain as much. Let's see. Ah. Yeah, Rebecca, I think I will as soon as there's some worth going to. I saw the production in New York. I think I saw it in London. I know I saw Les Mis in London. And then I've seen it several times just because it's one of my faves. So I definitely want to take her. Let's see, what else should I do? Maybe this brown in here. Try not to do 310 yet. Yeah, Rebecca. One of my favorite scenes is when they go through the tunnel down below. With the fog coming up and everything. And I also love the song. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind. I don't know. It's just good music. Good music. Amy, it looks wonderful, doesn't it? Are you planning on grabbing it? I will not be buying any diamond paintings tomorrow. I have plenty right now. But they sure know how to tempt us, don't they? Are you buying any, Rebecca? Sorry. I could pick a different song to get in your head. What song should I sing to get in everybody's head?
I love you.
Oh, no. Amy, you go right ahead. Yeah, exactly. Diamond painting with anxiety. Pippa, no. No, 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 no. I'm still laughing at Karina when she had her two grandsons and they've had their tablets going and it was Baby Shark on, like, playing it around because they were playing it at different parts of the song. Oh my gosh. Poor Karina was like, help! Hey, Dearly Crafted. Welcome to the party. So good to see you. We're just chilling like a villain this Friday. Doing some diamond painting. Some people are coloring. Some people are snuggling with puppies. Some people are chasing kitty cats. What are you up to? Oh, those are bad words, artist. Bad words. Lots of love for Dearly. Well, as long as they're over there, artist, right? And you can just do what you do. Party! I know. Party like it's 1999. There's a song to get stuck in your head. It's so funny to hear my daughter sing it because she doesn't even understand. I had to explain Y2K to her. They had a store at her summer daycare a couple years ago, so the kids on good behavior would get these tickets, this money, this fake money, then they could go to the store and buy things, and it was things that had been donated by their parents, and she had bought a VHS tape and brought it home. And I was like, she's like, I want to watch this, Mommy. And I was like, we can't watch it. Why not? It's a movie. Like, oh my goodness. So that's a question for you all. What is something that you remember that doesn't exist anymore? Like either due to technology, due to, like Crystal Pepsi. You know, I think my husband was one of the few people that liked it. But like, what's something that's not around anymore? I know like VHSs aren't, cassette tapes, rotary phones.
We have one.
Pay phones, yes. I saw, so funny you said that. I saw a little comic that said, no wonder we have more crime. We took out all the pay phones. Superman has no place to change. Oh my goodness. Yes, Kathy. Red wine is definitely something that's stuck in your head. Records, 8-tracks. I had one of those cassette tapes that you would put in the car cassette that had a cord that came out of it that you would then plug into your Discman so that you could like rig your car to play CDs.
I have it too.
My grandmother bought that for me so that I could have a quote-unquote CD player in my 89 Buick Skylark. I thought I was the coolest kid on the block. too, Lizzie. When we moved in, we found it. We have a rotary phone randomly on a closet or a cabinet door. Yes. See, yep. Michelle, in the end, you explained the record to your daughter as a double-sided CD. Oh my goodness. Exactly, dearly crafted. Exactly. People pay good money to put those in their house now. I remember high tops were the in thing. Those really high Converse. The pump up shoes where you would pump the air up in your shoes. Tennis shoes. Yeah, Peppers, what's up with that? Can't do that anymore. Mixtapes. They were awesome. Trying to think of some other things. I think I got them all. Just so. It's crazy how things change, and they just change faster and faster. It's like as soon as you save up enough money to buy the newest thing. Oh, telephone book, yes. Aww. Okay. Yeah, I had my grandmother had an electric typewriter at her work. She was a church secretary, and when I would visit her, I would type on it. I remember regular typewriters. And that back button that would kind of cancel out the word you misspelled. Atari. Car keys. Keys for... Or the roll-up windows. Like you actually have to roll them up and down. Pinball machines, yep. We were the first class, I think it was 7th grade class, to have keyboarding instead of typewriter. So they used to have typing class. And then my class was the first one that switched over to keyboard.
Sad. I have to do both.
Or cameras with film. TVs without remotes, yep. Hey Helen, glad you're here. Rolodex. Ooh, I remember, because I worked at a library, the how to find books. Card catalogs. I'd have to do research papers, different things like that. Dewey Decimal System. Shirley's Crafty World. Thank you for coming. Katie Spears, so good to see you. You miss knobs when the remote. Yeah, and you could like bang the side of the TV and it would actually help the TV work better. Now you bang the side of the TV and it falls off the wall. Or there is no side of the TV. Yes, rabbit ears. I remember AOL dial-up, the whole...
You've got mail.
Katie, we don't really advertise in here just to subscribe to people. But we love you too. Yeah, dial up. Car inspector stickers. Karina, so glad you're here. Yes, we had that for 1 year in our county. And I think so many cars failed that they decided to give up because it cost more to keep track of the cars that failed than to try to help the climate, like not have all the emissions in the air and stuff. It's okay, Katie. We love you too. Yeah, I know, dearly. Some places, I know Massachusetts used to have them. I don't know if they still do. I know Pennsylvania does. They tried it. I'm from Ohio. They tried it in our county, and it really did not work. I think there were so many old cars, and I think if they wanted it to work, they would have had to do like something gradual. Because no one could afford, if you've got a junker, there's a reason you have a junker. Nobody could afford in a year to go out and buy a car that would pass the emissions levels. So. Thank you, Katie. What are you working on? Karina, how is Miss Mulan going? Your wicked fingers is she done yet? You're so fast. You should have been in here earlier. I had a troll and no mod. So we called them the troll that should not be named. Ooh, you're doing the brave one? Oh, goodness. Yeah, we were just talking about things that are no longer around. So funny. Or joysticks. Do you guys remember joysticks? Hey, Jody. When you were playing video games. Alright, I'm going to break into the 310s. Oh, not a problem, Karina. We understand autocorrect. Your ex-husband wrapping your boot. Yeah, Robbins, one stick and one button. Oh, goodness. Well, welcome home, Jody. Kick your socks and shoes off and sit back and relax. We're just chilling like villains here. Trying to keep ourselves out of trouble. And if we're in trouble, we have witnesses, right? Alibis. I could be your alibi tonight. How's that? So if you guys go out and cause any trouble, you just let them know you were in my live. My daughter was joking today about taking over my channel and what would my subscribers do if all of a sudden there was a video where she's like, hello, welcome to the world of Legos. She was coming up with this like, yes, Karina, I remember filling up my tank. Yeah, Therese. I think we all need alibis. We all can be each other's alibis. Alibi, you a buy. We all can alibi. Hi, Soulful Brush. Glad you could join us for a few. Right, Rebecca? We're so influenced, right? Oh my goodness, my daughter's a hoot. She is a hoot. Crazy, crazy. I love that girl. It's so fun right now. Like, we're starting to really develop this friendship and chatting and different things like that. So the funny thing is she's 11 and she had her physical today. And sorry for the men in the room, but it was just cute because we've talked the talk, right? And so she knows how her body's going to change and all of that not so good, fun stuff we go through. And so I was telling her about why I was taking her to her physical this time instead of her dad, because when the doctor starts asking about, like, have you started your menstrual cycle yet, it's a little embarrassing as a dad to be sitting there. And I look over at her because we're driving and I see her face and I'm like, do you know what a menstrual cycle is? And she looks at me, she's like, no. I was like, oh my gosh. So evidently I either used the term and she didn't pick up on it, or so then I told her and she's like, oh yeah, I know. And I was like, I know, we had the talk. So then she's like, well, what other names are there for it? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not an encyclopedia on women's menstrual cycles. Oh, exactly, Athena. Oh, I got a update from Diamond Art Club that the move is all done. They made it safe. Their website's back up to being stocked on what they actually have, and instead of everything being out of stock. And I was joking with them saying, well, did all your semis show up? Because we had a heist planned and I just want to make sure nobody actually did it. Oh. Katie, if you want to see my face, you can go down to the description and become a Patreon user. It's one of the things, if you want to support me, it's one of the tiers where you get to actually see what I look like. Otherwise, I don't show my face. I'm a mystery. Well, some of you have seen it because you're my Facebook friends, but don't cheat and share it. I'm trying to raise support so I can show you more things. Oh. Yeah. Ant float. There you go. So you guys are now going to come up with names. in me. I just had to bite the bullet. The nice thing is I had a philosophy from birth with her that we just, whenever she would ask questions, I'd use them as a teachable moment and just kind of go over something like 30-second things here or there. Or so then when it was time to sit down and be like, okay, this is what's going to happen to your body and this is what happens to other people's bodies and different things like that, she already knew a lot, and so it wasn't so cumbersome, you know. But I will say with the talk, my secret's revealed. You guys have me after 11:30 Eastern, so I tend to get too honest. Oh, you're gonna love this. Oh, okay, Katie. How are you doing, sweetie? If you're 10, why are you so awake? So I was talking with her about the talk, right? I'm going to be careful how I say this. And in the end, I guess I had missed the most important part. And she like asked me a question and she's like, well, Mom, I get it, I understand, but then she asked me, but how does this get to this? And I was like, oh, I forgot to tell you that. And she looks at me like, well, that would have been a very important part not to forget. I'm like, I'm not an expert at this, okay? You're my first child. Right? I love the episode on the Golden Girls when Blanche is talking about the curse and how she kept hearing about the curse, and then her mom finally took her to the doctor because she hadn't received the curse yet, and the doctor's like, what do you mean you haven't started your period yet? She's like, oh no, that happened 2 years ago. It's the curse I'm worried about. The practice child, right? Oh, goodness. So, that's what it was. So, yeah, a lot of weird, like, fun stuff happens on the go. Things that we need to stop and enjoy, right? And just take a breath, and these are the moments that we're going to remember down the road. Well, I was hoping I'd have a son because then my husband would have the talk and it wouldn't be me, but we had a daughter, so I had to go and do it. I survived. I had to read that twice to parents. Your kids are furry, so they don't need to tell them anything. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'm so sorry, Katie. How are you guys doing? Well, Michelle, I'm hoping with the adoption. We got another email today that we were turned down by a family. It's this up and down constantly. just fighting against it, of getting excited. Somebody's looking at our profile. It could be any day. And you wait and you wait and you wait, and then you get an email that says update on the family. You open the email and it says thank you for your consideration, but the family has chosen a different. And then your heart drops and you're just so it's just crazy. I don't know. And then you start, after a while, you know, after the first couple, you're like, oh, okay, it's just God's timing. But then after a while, you're like, is there something wrong with us? Like, why do we keep getting turned down? What's up with other families? You know, we've been, you know, sorry, China Nat. So yeah, it's just, it's not an easy road. Your page on your side. Well, it's okay, Michelle. I mean, God's timing, it'll work out. Baby Roberts is somewhere out there. I don't know, I have this hole in my heart right now. And I don't know if that hole will ever be filled. And that's just really hard. So my job right now is I'm trying to focus on our daughter, focus on every moment and loving it and just really enjoying it, enjoying each season and just trying to not take that for granted. What does that mean, Rebecca? You're available? Oh. Ew, Karina. No. Yeah, Pippa, the way our agency works is they work with a pregnancy counselor and get all the emotional support that they need, and then they are able to make the choices they desire to make. They see profile books and then they can choose. So I don't know what that means, Katie. Yes, Therese. Rebecca has puppies. I have a husband. He was, yes. I'm so sorry. This is life. Oh. He is, one tired puppy after being with my daughter all day. He was watching his HGTV. So now HGTV is stuck on in the background and there is snoring involved. Saphira's, yes, Saphira's mom. It is your dog. Just joking. Welcome to my family. I'm welcoming all of you with open arms to my family in every way. Thank you. I'm kind of attached to it as well. So I'm going to finish up this small little black part here with 3 tens, and then I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. Hi, Carla. Aw, thank you, Katie. You're very sweet yourself. Ooh. Night, Robin. Save me a piece. Aw. So sorry to hear that, Michelle. I'm really comforted by the way the agency we are with does things. I feel like the birth parent is supported and cared for. They're not, you know, forced into anything. They have all the details. They get to make the full decision. They are in control. They're so courageous in what they're doing. So our agency has the level of openness based on the birth family. They encourage potential openness so that it helps the kiddo as they're growing up be able to connect and know that the decision that was made was out of love. But there's all different levels of openness. So we'll get there. It's just been a long journey. We've been on this journey now for 4 years. So, but we'll get there. Oh, you finally did your unboxing. I'm sorry, Katie. Well, I have lots of different videos you can go watch. Oh no, Peppers. Oh, heartbreaking. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, I just want to thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining me, for being part of my community. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you subscribe. If you want to know when I go live or get crazy again with videos, feel free to hit the little bell. And I have a couple videos coming up. If you have any questions for me, my email address is down below. And thank you so much for being there tonight, for keeping me company. And I hope you guys enjoy your great weekend. And I wish you well. So be blessed all and take care.